Welcome on back to the IgnitorSMP server, everybody, and as you can see behind me, that's my mega base. If you haven't been following along, I recommend checking out the last few episodes where I put this giant thing together. Oh boy, it is still looking amazing, and I've installed a couple new mods, so we have a bit of fog now. It's not too thick like the regular Minecraft fog. It looks really good, and also these clouds. I don't generally like clouds, but these ones look pretty cool. So I'm gonna play with them for a while, and if I decide I don't like them, I may get rid of them. But at least for now, I do really like how it looks. It looks from a distance like real clouds, and I really like it. But it looks, it makes it. I just really like a little bit of fog. It also eliminates a little bit of when chunks don't load. It sort of hides that. Like, I mean, you can still see it, but it feels like you can't see it. Also, in between episodes, I did a live stream here on YouTube. Some of you may have seen it, some of you may not, but I built a storage, and this is the storage. Now, it's fully manual because I'm lazy and felt like doing just a manual storage. So we have this. This is everything so far set out. There's probably a few things that I'm missing. Well, there's books and stuff that I need to put in somewhere. Right here, I think I had it. But yeah, this is the storage for my mega base. To start today's episode, I want to build an ideas board. Now, I know there's a few other members that have built an ideas board, partially because they're sort of running out of ideas. I miss myself. I am always full of ideas, so that isn't an issue for me, but I think it's just a good thing to have, just so maybe if I get stuck and I'm like, I don't know what to do this week, I don't know, I have a heap of things to do, but I don't know which one I want to do, this ideas board can just be there to help me, I guess, decide what I'm actually going to do. Now, I would like some people to put some things in the comments to do at some point this season, because I wouldn't mind doing some suggestions from some of you viewers, because that I don't know, that could be fun, and I just want to see what other people want me to do. So I'll just put this little board together. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. It just needs to be a board that I can put signs on, and I'll maybe get some lighting underneath it. Alright, this is now my ideas board thing. Yep, it'll do. So I'm going to start on this line here, and I'm just going to place down all these signs that I went and gathered, and I should grab some like a glow ink sack, and once a thing's complete, then I can actually go ahead and light it up, then know that I've completed it. Now, I will add some things that I already know that I'm planning on doing, but just so I've got it listed down, like my floating islands, things like that. No, things I know I'm already going to do, but just to have them listed will be kind of cool. And this is the list I've currently got. There's probably a few things that I'm missing that I can't think about, but if you have any suggestions, let me know and I will add them to the board if I like them. But I'm gonna do this one today. Now, you're probably wondering, Onyx, why on earth would you build a trading hall at your mega base when you have a crazy one at your industrial area? Now, that's a great question. Like, it's actually a really good question, and the answer is I just want one here because, you know, sometimes I don't feel like going over there and having to go get it, and also I want to have some carrot and potato farms and some pumpkin and melon farms, so I can actually trade to get emeralds instead of having to use Vid's raid farm, because personally I'd rather just spend 20 minutes trading carrots, potatoes, pumpkins and melons to get my emeralds, rather than sitting over at the raid farm for 20 minutes and probably getting more emeralds. But I'd rather be actually doing something rather than just sitting AFK. So I'm gonna put it on the floor above. There's probably more things I'll do. Well, there will be, because it's very boring down here. So I need to put a roof on this level, which I think what I'll do is pretty much put it at this level here, so there'll still be a bit of ceiling height above me, and for some of the levels I'm going to probably do it too thick. So like the ceiling of this level So what I'll see from down here will be different to what I see on the next level, because I think I want the ceiling. I don't actually know. I might honestly just do it stone. I need to think about this. I need to think about what I want the ceiling to be, and then I need to think about what I want the floor to be. Now you're probably wondering, why do I want it double thick? It's double the amount of blocks, and yes, I know that, but I don't care. I want the ceiling block to be iron blocks. I think that could look cool. And I still haven't decided a floor block just yet, so I think I'll start the ceiling. Maybe we'll go at, yeah, we'll just go at this level here, and then I'll figure out a block to do for the floor. And that is all the iron blocks in, and I've also put in some water elevators here and over here. Now that I look at it, I want to add another trapdoor on the side there. It just looks a little bit funny. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll quickly go and add that in. Yep, that'll look a little bit better. I actually like how that looks. And I also put a floor in up there. Now you may question initially why I did what I did. I used moss. I need obviously some villagers up here. I need a breeder, and there's a few farms I need to make. So what I want to do is, before I start just building, I need to do something smart. I know, me doing something smart, that's a first. Anyway, I want to grab maybe just some dirt and make some outlines of where I want things to go. So I'm just going to grab a few stacks of dirt. That'll be enough, and just start outlining where villages will be held, where the farms will be, and stuff like that. So I'm just going to go and figure it out, and actually, you know what, I'll grab some signs so I can label it so I don't forget, because that'd be annoying if I forgot where or what things were. So I'll do that, and then I will show you how I want it laid out. Over this way, I want 4 librarians, I want a mending, I want an unbreaking, an efficiency, and a silk touch, because they're all the ones that I'm going to want throughout the season, basically. And over here behind, I'm going to have masons and clerics. Now it's so thin like this because they don't need to be zombified and cured. So there'll be a wall here, a wall down the middle. Actually, I've just realized I am going to have to slightly move this outward a little bit so I can get through here. But they'll be standing right next to each other and on top of berry bushes that have carpet on it, because from my knowledge, that helps reduce lag a little bit, and it just messes with their AI a little bit, so they don't move around as much from my knowledge. Over here, we've got 2 carrot farms, that'll be them, and then 2 potato farms, and back here is going to be the villager breeder. Coming over to this other section is going to be quite cool, hopefully. These are going to be full of farmers. And this land through here, I'm going to make it feel a bit like a farm, and a bit of farmland and stuff like that. Hopefully I can pull it off. I'm not a great builder, so you know what, I'm probably going to be streaming tomorrow for me and doing a lot of it there. So if you were one of those people that watch the stream, if I stream, then you would have seen a lot of it happen. And then over here is, pumpkin farm and melon farm. And how this is going to work, the melons, because we have autocrafters, I'm going to send them back here, autocraft it, then it will pump it around the front, in the same line with the melon, or as the pumpkins. It'll come around, it'll go into a filter, and it'll separate it into pumpkins and melons and shulker load it, and with meaning shulker loader, so we can easily access it like that as well. But that's it. So if I go up, you can see it covers quite a lot of the area, and I'm going to do my best to decorate the rest of it, put some paths in, maybe some trees, but possibly some custom trees, and just I want it to be naturey. That's what I want this to be. That's why I've used moss. I was going to use grass, but I had a lot more moss than I did grass, and I didn't want to use my dirt because I have other uses for that, but this is the layout, and it's going to take a long time. So what I'm going to do is just show you bit by bit once I have made some progress. Not time-lapse it, but yeah, I'm most likely going to start working on this during a stream tomorrow and see how much I get done. Alright, before I show you some progression, I have got a new portal. I don't think I showed this, I can't remember, but it's my face. It looks fantastic. So let's head through and I'll actually show you a bit of progress I've made. I did a little bit on stream and I did a little bit not on stream, so we'll come through. Now, I am definitely not going to get it finished. I'm probably not going to get a lot more done for today's episode, and this is what we've got so far. Now, I know you're probably thinking, Onyx, what on earth is this giant boulder of moss and stuff? It's fine. Just trust the process. There's going to be trees, paths, all that. I think I mentioned that. It's gonna be overgrown with stuff. It's gonna look good, I hope. Just trust the process. But these are the carrot and the potato farms. I don't currently have villages in there. I can shortly, hopefully. I think I've got a couple. Yep, there's a villager in there, and these are growing up, and then they go on like in there, so we can gather them up. And then we have the shulker loaders, which we can open. They'll end up in there. And yeah, obviously that is the villager breeder back there, which I did make look half decent, which we won't see it once all this is done, because that will sort of just be blocked off. But I want to get these farms done, and I'll do this covering over this. It does look really weird, but it's just to cover it, and so we can't see it. And maybe I'll add in a fountain, and hopefully then, yeah, get these started up, and that'll just be about it for this episode, because I've been slacking a little bit. I haven't been getting enough done, and that's okay. I can work on this next episode or the next episode. I can't English. I just need to do some work. Okay, so that is this one now covered up, and it doesn't actually really matter what it looks like, because you sort of hopefully won't see it. There'll sort of be trees covering it anyway. And that means I'm not going to really need to do the sides here. I just built a little bit of a, sort of almost a bit of a wall coming out so you won't see it. And that's my plan. And now I can start moving some of these villages. I don't know how hard it'll be to get them out of here. Hopefully I can just run a minecart into like the corner or something. I might have to wait for a few more to be in there. And then I can transfer them into their stations. Alright, so these two farms are now fully set up, and one villager is still a baby inside of this one, but that is fine, that will not matter. They're set up, they're working. I should cover that so no zombies can accidentally get in, because that did actually happen, and that's fine. I'd cured it. It's fine. Anyway, let's just cover that. So no zombies can get in there, and no zombies should be able to get in there. I will cover that eventually, but before I end the episode, I think I just want to build my, what are they called, pumpkin and melon farms. I won't do this, I may do the storage, we'll see, and I do need to do an autocrafter for the melons, so I'm going to quickly go ahead and put together a bit of a rail system then a minecart unloading system, and then build the farm, basically. Pretty simple. Okay, so that is the minecart rail system in, and I decided to just put hoppers all at this end that will pretty much just collect it all as it comes down. Made sure to put a decent amount, so every time it goes around, it'll be picking up quite a lot. So I'm hoping, I will do obviously a few tests, but I'm hoping that this hopper minecart doesn't overflow. In theory, it shouldn't, but that's always just in theory. Now I need some dirt to place on top here. That is obviously where the plants will grow. So that is my next task. Alright, the dirt is in, and I have also planted all the pumpkins and the melons and built the little auto-crafted device here for the melons, so that should work perfectly. It uses an observer detecting thing to see. It won't craft until it is a full block, which is just fantastic. It makes life so much easier, but now I'm going to simply go ahead and finish the farms and build the shulker loaders at, nope, that needs to stay there. Build the shulker loaders in front of it, so that I can actually collect all of the items. Both farms are in with both of the collection systems working perfectly, and I did AFK a little bit just to test it out and make sure that it's working fine. And I did have to change the autocrafter back here because for some reason the first design sometimes crafted melon seeds, and I didn't like that, so I fixed it, and now we no longer craft any melon seeds, which is perfect. And also these have been working away, getting a decent amount of carrots and potatoes, and I feel like I just heard a skeleton. I did. How did you spawn? I don't know, but goodbye. Anyway, I need this episode to come out. It is like 2 days late at this point, so I apologize for that, but I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and do consider subscribing. I need to get next episode started as well, because I want to be able to actually, I don't know whether I'm going to work in here or do something else, but I need to get that episode, try and get it out on time this week. I am not doing well, but if you enjoyed, leave a like, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next episode. Wait, hold up, wait, that's not my outro, hold up. My name is Onyx, and I will see you next time. That's better.